Yo, what's going on, guys? Table 500 Gaming here, bringing you a Blue Eyes deck profile. Let's get straight into it.
Cool. Gotta say something about the mat, so there's sleeves on it, but I want to keep this nice and good. So first off, we have the 3 Blue Eyes White Dragons, which is standard, you need to play it in this deck. Next we got 3 alternatives, which once again, standard, you need to play them in this deck. Next I choose to play 3 Dragon Spirits of White. There could be, well, there is inconsistency with this, running 3 of them, but I feel like that if I'm running it at 3, I'm more better and flexible doing stuff and able to, get around things that a lot of players who only want 2 or even 1 of these can't even do. Honestly, I like it at 3, and how I play this deck, it's good at 3. Next we have the 3 White Stone of Ancients. Once again, it's another you've got to run 3 sort of thing. And I run the 1 White Stone of Legend, just to get that search into the Blue Eyes, makes things easier. Next, another 3 of is a Blue Eye Sage, or Sage with Ice Blue. Another 3 of, just to get your searches and get your Blue Eyes on board if you have an effect monster on board. Next, I run 1 Blue Eyes Maiden, just basically it's for the store, and to be honest, she's a little bit of a filler in. No puns intended. But she's a really good card, and she can cover it off if you go into a little bit late game, but she's just there for some fun. Same goes with Master, but Master's a little bit more useful, where it can bring back all your monsters back to your hand and can bring your Blue Eyes back onto the field. Once again, it's allowing me to reuse effect failures, which I run 2 of, as well as Sage can also search effect failures, so effect failures should be standard in this deck. Next, we run the 3 Melodies. Melodies are always standard in this deck, you need to run 3 of them. Next, I run 2 Raw and 2 Return. The reason I'm running only 2 Return is because I don't have a 3rd one. So I'm only running 2 of each. Hopefully one day I will pick up another one, but so far I like the 2 too, considering you can use the certain battle phases to surprise your opponent and hit them.
Would you change anything with the Silver's Cry if you got a 3rd Dragon Lord?
Not too sure, because I really like Raw the Silver Dragon. But I probably would knock it down to 1 if I've got another one and add another one in. Because although this is good, this is once per turn and this is not, but this is a quick play. Next we've got 2 Dragon Shrine. When testing this deck, I was running it at 2, and then I dropped it down to 1 because I felt sort of like inconsistencies, or I have like multiples of these and you can only activate this once per turn. But this card is really, really good and really, really well if you combo it off with the Raw, Return, or even a Soul Charge. Next we've got the Draw Power, which is the 2 Harmony Treasures, or Color Consonants, and the 2 Dradens. That mainly are for your draw power and your draw, gaining advantages. Considering you're gonna get your little dragons can be searched with your Sage, and these can be searched with Melodies. Well, the big drags anyway. Next we got 2 Twin Twisters, which self-explanatory on that. The Soul Charge, which once again is self-explanatory, and the 1 Regeki. Mainly Regeki's here, not just because of OTK potential, but when you're facing against a board where they have like Crystal Wing and you can't go into the Exceed, Regeki's a really good out and it's such a good card. I'm glad there's that 1 over here, whereas in the OCG they don't have any. Next we got the Trap, which I'm only running 3 traps, which is the 1 Vanities to stop all the special summonings. Before the Blue Eyes, I call this the Blue Eyes format, but before this sort of format, I think Vanities are completely bad. Now it's actually got really good, and we got the 1 each of the Storm Strikes, just to stop the Pendulum Summoning, the monster effects, or it's just something a little bit more flexible. Next we've got the extra deck, which I run 1 Twin Burst. Used to run 2 because I always have the imagination of if you're running 2 of them, you sort of surprise your opponent, where it's like, okay, you already used it, no way you can go into it, oh wait, he got another 1, shit. But I've dropped it down to 1 due to the fact that my extra deck is a little bit more tighter-ish, but it is still a really good card, and at least run it at 1, because if you can't go into the Exceeds with your Blue Eyes, at least you can contact into this. Next, I run 3 Blue Eye Spirit Dragons. Blue Eye Spirit Dragons is absolutely brilliant. With this kind of build I'm going for, I tend to go into this far too many times than I actually should. As well as the Silver Dragon, considering a lot of players only run like 1 or 2 of these, but this card I just think it's really good. I'm running at 3. With the build I'm going with, it seems to be working fine. Also, I'll be running the 1 Black Rose Moonlight Dragon, just to spin back anything, and then from a level 1 tune on her, going to Crystal Wing. Next we've got the Exceeds, which are the 4 armoured, the Prime and the Tachyon. This Tachyon will be Galaxy Eye Cypher Dragon when it comes out, and I'm not too sure if I want to keep Prime in or not when it comes out, but at the moment, considering a lot of players are running Chaos Max builds, this card can easily get over it without killing your own, and then after you kill the Chaos Max, you can overlay into this to pop something. Cypher Blade is also another really good card, but after those 2 cards comes out, I would give them a little test off and see how it goes. But for the moment, 1 Tachyon, considering Tachyon can also surprise your opponent. Say if they have like set of white stone or something, you can surprise with a 4k attack. No idea how you're gonna figure that out, but it's useful and fun. Next we've got the number 38 because negate spells, Fire Dragon because negate monsters, and the last one is the number 23, Sir Lancelot. Reason I'm running him is because it's the same mindset of a BA player running Nightmare Shark, where you can easily go into it and then you attack your opponent directly for game. The best advantages with this compared to Nightmare Shark is that all of your monsters can still attack. After it inflicts damage, it pops a face-up card, which is good, and it can negate any card effects. Which, keep in mind, if this card is on the field and the card effects is activated on the field at any side, it's a mandatory effect to negate and destroy it. So there's some positives and there's some negatives, and it's only 2k attack, but that's still quite a lot of damage considering it can do piercing damage. I don't have a side deck, but I probably would run Kukumau Dragos for the mirror match and system down against Cosmos and Royal Decrease because I'm running with low traps lineup. But if I'm facing against like a heavy trap build like anti-meta or floodgate dot deck, then Royal Decree is really good against them. So that's my deck profile. Please say anything in the comment below and help this channel to grow, and that's all I got to say.
Okay, if you enjoyed, please like, comment and subscribe.